Hey, there we go. It's working. Good grief. How's it going, Gunstar? How are you, sir? Hope all is well. It's been a good Monday for me so far. My wife just got back from Ohio, and she got me this Nintendo Power from a store, and I thought I would play some Castlevania to celebrate. It's the Super Castlevania 4 cover. So cool. I actually had this issue when I was a kid, and I've been looking for it for a while. So it's really neat to be able to see that again. Anyway, let's play some Rondo of Blood. Okay, so get my duo going here. I think it's loading. Yep, we're good to go. So I'm going to play through the alternate routes where we save all the maidens and hopefully see some of the hidden paths that people usually don't see when they play this game casually. Oh, nice. I've still never played Rondo of Blood or Dracula X, even though I own the PSP version. Oh, man, you really should. PSP version is pretty good. It's like a 2.5D game, but I think the PC Engine CD one is the one that I think most people would like. It was
Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich und zufrieden.
$10 or something like
Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete.
It's very good. It's one of my favorite Castlevanias. Like I think since
Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre Seelen. Vom Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten sie einen Pakt mit dem Teufel.
Game needs to go down a lot. Oh, sorry.
Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen,
I forgot to do that.
gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit ihrem sündigen Blut zu rufen. Sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz,
How's that?
den
Is that better?
Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen.
You'll probably go down even more. Okay, so hopefully that's fixed now. I was saying this is the PCE Works version, so it's like a re-release of the original Rondo of Blood. And normally that would be Japanese text at the bottom, but they translated all of it into English. I think they redid the voice acting too, from all English. So thankfully I wasn't on headphones so much. But yeah, sorry about that, man. Really sorry.
Dracula, der Fürst der Finsternis, Herr des Teufels Schlosses, ist auferstanden.
So I'm just gonna kind of let these cutscenes play out because they're so good. All right. So I'm gonna do a clean run from the start of the game, and then we'll just kind of oops. Oh no, I did want to do that. All right. We'll go with my Twitch name since I'm on Twitch. There we go. Nope, just 1Z. All right. So one thing, Gunstar, is the music in this game is it's so good. Oh, not name entry. I just need to go up here to that. Maybe the best Castlevania soundtrack. I really, really like it. You should try that PC or the PSP version though. I think you'd like it a lot. This is the anime stuff I was talking about. Yeah, I didn't know about the controversy until after I had bought this game, and then I kind of read up on it. I haven't bought anything else from them since. This is the only game that I've purchased from them. And I didn't actually buy it directly from them. I got it off eBay. Some guy was reselling it. So think about like those limited releases, you know. It's like you have a hard time like unless you get in like right as they're you know putting it online. Like with like limited run games and stuff, I never get any of their runs. Hey, thanks for the host, Gunstar. I appreciate that. The only one I want they make is Space Fantasy Zone. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to look that up. Do you have a PC Engine CD or a Turbo Duo, Gunstar? All right. I love this opening cutscene too. It's so much fun. Always got to run into death at the beginning of a Castlevania game. Oops. So we just hit him a couple of times, and then that's that. And he says goodbye, and he's on his way. Alright, it's basically Space Harrier with a Fantasy Zone coat of paint. Also, I have a recapped Turbo Duo. Nice. I have the Turbo Duo R, so it doesn't have the cap problem, or the capacitor problems. Thank God. Because I know a lot of the US Turbo Duos have issues with the capacitors leaking, and that's unfortunate. I like the lack of music for atmosphere. Yeah. This game is all about atmosphere. But like I was saying earlier, it has one of the best soundtracks. Like, just the Rondo of Blood soundtrack by itself, I think, is my favorite Castlevania soundtrack out of all of them. Like, I like Symphony of Night a lot. Like, Michiru Yamane just killed it with that. And that's why I'm so stoked for Bloodstained, is because she's doing the soundtrack for that too. And I think it's going to be really amazing. At least like the early footage and stuff I've seen has got me stoked to play that game, because I love me some Metroidvanias, but we'll see how that one turns out. Oh no, I'm gonna miss my meat. It's okay. So this is the first alternate path here. This game is full of nothing but secrets. You can go the intended way and miss a lot of this game. See, like that pit I just fell into, you know, normally you'd be like, oh, you can't fall in a pit. This is just for funsies, but we're going to kill this plant boss here. There's no real reason to do this. You can see the statues like pointing, go back the other way, but I just like to do it. This is fun. And then we're going to head into the first boss fight up here, which is the Bone Dragon. We'll hear the ominous boss music. Gunstar says, I like the... nice. I mean, even from one song, it sounds like this OST can hang with 4 and Bloodlines. Oh, yeah, for sure. 4 has, like, a different mood to it. It's more... I don't know. It's more jazzy. The arrangements are more... I find the arrangements of the instrument choices in 4 to be more upbeat. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think this game just has like the right atmosphere and music to like build that atmosphere. It's just a very good soundtrack. I might have to pick it up independently. So we're gonna kind of cheese this boss a little bit by doing crash attacks. So enough of this game's business, Bovine says. In real life, Cheeto and Jinx now. Dude, that's so funny you said that, because like earlier they were like scratching on the door to get in. I was trying to fix my webcam. Alright, so we're going to cheese the Bone Dragon. Let's do a couple item crashes here. And I think I completely missed with that one. Oh no. Might have to hit him a couple of times. There we go. So he's going to do his desperation attack. All the bosses, once you kill them, they have a desperation attack. They will try to come back and kill you. Don't worry if it hits you, because you won't actually die. And let's see if we can get the cool wet pose. There we go. Sweet. Bovines. Nerdsburger in chat. Gunstar, pro move. Nice panels, by the way. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I was showing Gunstar earlier that the reason I wanted to play this game is because my wife came back from Ohio and she found this Nintendo Power with Super Castlevania 4 on it in Ohio at like some random toy shop and picked up for me. It had I think it was like a $3 sticker on it or something. I thought that was super neat, and it's just put me in the mood to play Castlevania. I picked the right one for sure. All right, so second level here. Style. You gotta get the cool whip pose, man. That's what separates the good Castlevania players and the bad ones. Alright, so we're just gonna make our way through here, and then like the first level, we're gonna fall down a pit and take another alternate path. Not that one. Oh! And those skeletons can be trolly sometimes. Bovine, I hear you're doing the rare midweek day stream tomorrow. What time can we expect that? Did you give me a copy of this then? Yeah, I did. So I was telling Gunstar, this is the PCE Works version. So we were talking about the controversy with that company. I actually bought this before all the controversy and stuff happened with them, so I didn't really know what was going on. I just saw it was like translated in English, and they put such attention to detail into their releases. I was like, oh, how neat. Didn't get the original release online. Ended up having to buy it from some guy off eBay, and then it was just the loose disc at that. So then I got an empty Akumaju. What is I forget the Japanese name of this game, but I got an empty case, and then ended up sticking my copy in there. Yep. Despite the controversy, they made a kick-ass pack. Yeah, they did. I wish I had like the whole thing. I'm kind of like you, Bovine, though. I'm at the point where I'm just gonna collect whatever I collect and not worry too hard about getting complete and box everything. It's just too expensive to do that nowadays. I mean, some stuff, you know, whatever, but if you can get it, you can get it, great. But if not, you know, life goes on. I'm kind of I'm different than you though, because I would rather have like the cover project box. I think this is the pit I'm supposed to drop down. So you have to drop down one of these pits to land in a boat. We're going to try it. It was not that pit. That was the wrong one. I just got to remember when I see the second gargoyle, that's the pit I'm supposed to drop down into. So let me count. Get out of here. There we go. So that's 1, and that's 2. Okay, so this is the pit I need to drop down. We'll just go ahead and... Perfect. Let's see. What is Bovine saying? Yeah, despite the comfort, I have a PCE Works Deluxe one still sealed. Dude, that's awesome. Hang on to that because I bet that's going to be worth some money one day. Are they still putting out stuff? PCE Works? The Rest English one was a nice bonus. Yeah, for sure. That's the one I have. I don't have the other one, unfortunately. But I got a good deal on it. I got it for like $65 or something like that. Buy it now, which is not terrible, I think. You know, considering like the actual Japanese release is like $100 and whatever dollars. This is like one of the most trolly parts in the game right here. These fish guys just like to randomly pop up. So I usually hang out in the back of the boat and kind of just adjust where I'm at so they don't knock me out. But sometimes they still knock me out because they're not. This is not like the most fair part in the world. There's actually a couple of really trolly parts in this game, but for the most part, like I've played through it enough times to know where the surprises are, so. So I'm almost out of the woods. I just gotta, there's gonna be a bunch of them in rapid succession here. Okay. Jeez, get out of here. Okay, we're good. Let's see. What Victor can't swim? No, he cannot. Yeah, I grabbed one at PRGE when a reseller was getting rid of their stock for $100 a piece. Nice. I want to say yes, but CV3 is still the best one. Oh, right. So we're ranking the Castlevania. So give me your top 3 if you're in chat. Let me know what your favorite Castlevanias are. Yo. Boy, this guy messed me up. Might as well just go get the secret one up in here while we're at it. And we got the axe, so we can deal with eyeball face coming up here. And don't jump into bats. Don't do that. Okay, so hopefully I can get the quick kill on this guy. Thanks for the host, by the way, Bovine. I appreciate it, man. By the way, I watched Ping Pong Play last night. That movie still holds up. It's really good. I was afraid I was gonna like wake up my wife because I was like laughing. It's good stuff. It's one of like the few comedy movies that I feel like fairly portrays like Asians and not just like horrible stereotypes. Like Balls of Fury is like, it's fine. Like I still like it, but Ping Pong Player is like way better. Okay, so we got some rankings here from Gunstar. Before we go rescue our first maiden, let's go ahead and read his. 4 Bloodlines and 3 for Old School. If we include the Metroidvanias, yeah, we gotta separate them out because I think the Metroidvania Castlevanias are like one thing, and then the traditional Castlevanias are like a completely different thing. So good on you for separating them, Gunstar. So we go 4 Bloodlines and 3, and then Metroidvanias is Dawn of Sorrow 4 for Metroidvania, really? And then Soten. Yeah, okay. I can back that. I see the appeal in those. Let's watch some anime. You guys like anime? After this cutscene, I'll quickly rank mine.
Who's there? Ah.
Excuse me.
Oh, a guardian angel. Sent from heaven to rescue me.
The path up to here is safe. Hurry back to the village. Understand?
Pardon? But what is your name?
I'm Richter Belmont, the vampire hunter.
Richter. Go with God's protection.
Go with God's protection, Richter. Okay, so it looks like the debate is getting heated. Let's see where we're at. So Bovine says, I tend to separate the Metroidvania from the traditional ones. They are too different. My only issue with 4 is that it's too easy. Yeah, it's way too easy. Great game, but I can breeze through it. Otherwise, it's probably perfect. Oh, I meant if we did both lists together, if we fully separate, I'd replace 4 with Circle of the Moon. Good choice. Yeah, good choice. A glorious pose. But, okay, and Bovine's is CV3, Rondo, CV4 Bloodlines, and Belmont's Revenge. Belmont's Revenge, really? I haven't played that in a while. I'm gonna have to go back and try that one again. I wasn't like super impressed, but then again, like I don't like a whole lot of Game Boy Castlevania games. Like I don't know, they were just too slow paced and weird. But that's just me. Stop throwing bones at me. Let's see. So we're gonna go on to the second secret here. Fight Mr. Eyeball. Let's see. But of course, that's the only GB one I don't own. It's really expensive too, I think. If I remember, if I'm thinking of the right one. Is that the one with the female protagonist? The music in the second Game Boy game is ridiculous. You gotta try it again with headphones or full stereo. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to try that again. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played the Game Boy games in a long time. I had Castlevania Adventure, and like it didn't do much for me. But I guess like when you compare it to, you know, like some of the other Metroidvanias, like it's hard to, you know, it's Game Boy, so it's not like super cutting edge technology. I'm sure for the time it was awesome, you know, portable Castlevania. Let's see, second one was awesome. You're thinking of the third crappy one. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't remember. Like I tend to get them confused. I think, or maybe I just like conflate the first one that I had such a crappy experience with all of the other ones. There are definitely good Castlevania games on the Game Boy. I just think I'm traumatized from the first Castlevania Adventure. Just was so slow and plotting and not fun. Alright. Let's do that boss fight one more time. This guy is being quite the troll today. He's usually pretty easy. Ah! That should do it. Do you think this game's difficult, Bovine? Like, I don't know, there's definitely moments in this game that I feel are trolly, but overall, like, I don't know if it's, like, the hardest Castlevania. So, let me rank mine. I think my number one for the Metroidvanias is Soten. Like, number one is Soten. Does this count as a Metroidvania? Because there are alternate paths, so I think, I don't know, it's like a weird blend between, like, traditional Castlevania and you know, the Metroidvania ones. So I think this is more Metroidvania. I don't know, you can disagree with me, but I think so my top three are Soten, Rondo of Blood, and then I would go for number three, probably Circle of the Moon. I like Circle of the Moon quite a bit. And then as far as traditional Castlevanias, CV3, Castlevania 4, and then the original Castlevania for me. If anybody else wants to sign off, let me know what your top your top Castlevanias are. Feel free to share with chat. Okay, so this is the stage with our next maiden that we're gonna save, and we're gonna have to whip some frogs to do so. Frog statues, rather. And get past this stupid bird. How many lives do I have? Oh, we're good. Two lives, so we're fine. Oof. Okay, it's not that one. Alright, let's see. Bovine says, I think it's about right. Doesn't have the toughness of the NES ones. Okay. At least the first one has a great WiiWare version. Are you talking about, what is it, Castlevania Rebirth? It's okay. It's not bad. Okay, so we're going to whip the first frog statue here, which is only half of the secret. Now we gotta... get out of here, frog. Jeez! I was not expecting that. No worries. So we'll whip that statue again. And then we're going to go all the way to the other side of the stage and whip another frog statue. You know, if you're talking about Castlevania soundtracks, though, I think Rondo of Blood is my number one. Like, I think, hands down, this is my favorite Castlevania soundtrack. You know, I say that, and then Symphony of the Night, too. It's so good. Okay, I take that back. Symphony of the Night is my number one. And then Rondo is number two. Got the one up. Jeez, that was a funky jump. No takebacks. Alright, let's watch some more anime. I liked it myself. It had been years since you had a traditional CB game. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let me turn this up just a tad bit.
Are you human? Did you come to save me?
Yeah.
Oh my, you are injured.
Overall, Soden is
I'm
definitely
fine.
the best game of all, but
This
I
is
don't.
nothing to make a fuss
But again, I
over.
don't see it as a Castlevania.
See
Why?
ya.
It's
Oh,
very
wait
much
a
a.
minute.
It's canon.
My
It's
father was a
Castlevania.
doctor. That should do it.
Thank you.
Oh no, it's I who should be
This
thanking
voice
you.
acting,
Thank
I
you
don't know,
very
man.
much. You're going further ahead, aren't you? Do be very careful.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I prefer the original Japanese. It's, Thank you. So we're gonna go back in here real quick and then just load up on stuff. Actually, let's get the Bibble, because that's gonna be... No! Get back here! Oh my god. Is it even in there anymore? No? Alright, well we're gonna go with the cross... Oh wait, it was there. Shoot. Never mind. We're going with the cross. That's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Bovine says, it's not the worst voiceover. Yeah. It's getting up. Yeah, you know what? Mega Man 8, I think, takes the cake for that. Dr. Wywee. Yeah, it is a fan dub. As far as I know, it was not professionally done. For a fan dub, though, I mean, like Bovine said, it's not the worst, but I don't know. Have you guys watched the Castlevania anime on Netflix? I have not, but I hear good things. I kind of want to check it out. Don't. Man, okay. Let's do that again. This part's actually not that bad if I had a sub weapon, but it'll be okay. My friend, you can't be sending me down a pit. Alright, we'll do that one more time. Now I know how Bovine felt when he's playing that snowboarding Neo Geo Pocket game. That was rough, man. I think the controls on that were... I don't know, it just seemed way too convoluted. It was like two button controls, but it was like hold for half a second and then... Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed weird. When Aldrich was kind of going over the translation, I was like, ooh. It seemed cool, though. Like, I think the graphics on it were really nice looking. Get out of here. Alright, we're good. Oh, I forgot about this part. I have to get the key. So, everything hinges on me making this jump correctly and then getting this key as I'm going across the pit while bats are coming at me. So, I just had to not be dumb. Okay, so far so good. Get over there. Sweet. Okay. Let me catch up on chat real quick. So, I mean, there's a lot worse VO. Oh my god, yes, Gunstar. Have you played, what is it? Last Resort? Last Resort is just, oof. There's also Zero Wing, which is woof. Let me see. The anime is cool, interesting adaptation of CV3. Yeah, I really want to see it because CV3 is so good. Plus, like Sypha or is it Sifa? Sifa. Last Alert. Yes, thank you. I could not remember the name of it. I played that crap for a whole day afterwards, and it was still tough as hell. Yeah, it's definitely a unique game, just hard. Yeah, it looked cool. I just those controls, man, that was brutal. All right, so we're on our way to the next boss here, which is Succubus, I guess. Basically, if she touches me, she kisses me and then takes all of my hearts. Well, shoot. Knives do nothing. You know what? Just for fun, let's just let her do it. So now I got to get all those hearts back. Stop it. It's actually more advantageous to be on the other side of the screen here, so just make our way back. Get out of here. It's like this spot right here. If you just hang out, it's not bad at all. Hopefully she'll come back. There we go. Oops. Alright, one more hit. Just gotta take her out. Dude. I didn't know she could even do that. What sound effect was that? Alright, so we're gonna do... Let's do the cool whip pose. Yeah, there we go. What about brunch? Hey, welcome to the stream, man. It's good to see you. Glad you could come out. Glad to catch your stream. Bovine Divine, Gunstar, hey. I've been lurking, but have absolutely nothing to contribute to the CV conversation. Oh, brunch, you've never played any Castlevania games? Man, you gotta get on that. There's some good stuff. I mean, it's no Halo, but... So this is the ghost ship. This is maybe one of the toughest parts about this game. I think it's a run killer for a lot of people because there is a really difficult Grim Reaper boss fight that happens at the end of the stage, and he has really trolly, unpredictable patterns, and it can be tough to navigate. Luckily, we're going to cheese him a bit with item crashes in his second phase, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But for like a casual playthrough, for the first time, it could be not fun. So right there, we broke some blocks to drop the pins, and then now we're going to just drop down into the engine room, which is a secret, and we're going to beat up the engine for a 1-up. We need 24-hour CV marathon from... Dude, I would watch that. Yeah, tell me when and where, and I'm subbing. All right, so I guess you can't rank them, brunch, because you haven't played them, but did you not play any of the NES ones when you were a kid? So this is one of my favorite little like weird mini boss fights. If this guy in this picture frame touches you, you become part of the picture, and then it's just like you inside of the picture frame with that guy, this Duke person. Like he wants to possess your soul and be BFFs forever. But as long as you stay on the left side of the screen here, he really doesn't ever come close enough to get you. So he's not really that big of a deal, and I don't want to die to him because it sets you back way too far. But it's just like a weird, I don't know, Castlevania enemy. I want to say they reuse that for Soten, but I don't remember. Okay. Bovine breaking out the obscure CV Amiga. Oof. Do you have a CV, an Amiga 32 CD, Bovine? Because the only time I've ever gotten to see one is like on GameSack's channel, and there was a SAC retro game meetup that was happening for a few years. Like it doesn't happen anymore. There's the Retro Game Expo, but anyway, so there was this SAC retro game meetup, and this guy had an Amiga CD32, and he like brought it, where people could just like hang out and play the different games on it, and the controller is so funky. It's an upside down U, so like usually like a controller is shaped like I said upside down U. Most controllers are an upside down U, but this one was just like a regular U, and you kind of like hold it like this with your thumbs on the side. It's just absolutely bizarre and not comfortable at all, and the games were bad. He had Battletoads. There was like no music when you're playing it. It was choppy. It was like 12 frames a second. It's really bad. Amiga is clearly the best. Yeah, I already read that. Actually, I'm curious how you guys feel about the N64 Castle. Oh no. I know it's pretty divisive, but I know people that really dig it. Nothing like one button CV. Word. Have yet to play them, Gunstar. I played a little bit of them, Gunstar, and the transition to 3D for those particular games is rough. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing for about a lot of early, N64 games, but that one in particular was just, I don't know. There was a lot of weird camera control issues. Falling through blocks that like seemingly you should be able to stand on, things like that. So it just was not a positive experience for me. I think I rage quit and turned it off. But I would like to go back and visit them again. From what I understand, the Legacy of Darkness Castlevania N64 is actually just a souped up version of the first Castlevania or something. I could be totally wrong about that, but I think it's like it incorporates like the RAM expansion pack and makes it like more fluid, frames per second or something like that. That one has a whip, so we got to get on that. Word. Never even watched CV NES until a few months ago. Whoa, really, man? You're missing out, Brunch, on like one of the best action platforming series. Like I think bar none on the NES. 2 is a little weird because it's inscrutable at parts. Like you'll run into village. It's a non-linear action platformer with RPG elements, and so a lot of times you'll go into towns and you will talk to people, and they will just give you like totally wrong advice and tips, and the tips like, ugh, this guy's eating my lunch. The tips they give you are just completely bonkers and they make no sense. And I think a lot of kids were only able to beat that game because of Nintendo Power. I thought I could do it. Oh no. How far is that going to set me back? Hopefully not too far. Oh, okay. I can live with that. So we're almost with the Grim Reaper. Gonna concentrate a little harder. This game, I feel like, is one of the better Castlevanias, and but it got a very limited release in Japan only on the PC Engine CD. Outside of the re-release on by PC Works, this is the one I'm playing right here. As far as I know, it has never been released outside of those two releases, and then digitally it was available on WiiWare, but now you can't buy anything on WiiWare anymore. Get out of here! See, this is ridiculous. Alright, just clear out all those things. How many lives we got? Okay, we got 1 life. We're okay. I'd be a little more worried if we were at 0, but I think I should be able to take out the Grim Reaper. I really should be wearing my glasses when I play, but I never do. I should be wearing my glasses like all the time. Okay, this is a safe spot. Finding a life-size portrait. I have a regular Amiga A500 PC. No way. Dude, I would love to, like... Have you done any streaming with that? Is it possible to stream with that? Not so bad. Fair checkpoints. Yeah, fair checkpoints for sure. This game's not like overly brutal. I think the first time you play through it, you're just like, what in the world? Like, for some of the... Oh, no. I just lost my cross. Oh, I think I can get another one up here, though. Yeah, there we go. This game's not... It's not, like, over-the-top hard, but, you know, I think playing through it casually for the first time, it can be difficult. But it's definitely one of my favorite Castlevanias. I wish more people could play it, because I think... Unfortunately, it's locked on the PC Engine CD, and that's like a semi-obscure console that not a lot of people have access to, you know. So this guy has super trolly patterns, and I don't think I'm going to be able to take him out this time. Yeah. So we're just going to have to really, really concentrate on this next fight. Because I don't have any more lives, unless I get a 1-up, but we'll just take our time. But those sickles that he throws around are completely random. They're 100% RNG, and then sometimes you just get locked into a pattern where they just surround you and you can't get out, and you just have to try to maneuver as best you can. You also have a backflip. You double tap the jump button, which I'm not very good at remembering that I have. Okay. So the key is you just keep moving. There we go. Ah! I think I already sold those Xbox games on the Discord, which is nice because they've literally been sitting in my closet for months. Okay, so now he's going to throw some skulls at us, and we're just going to walk from one end to the other. And now he's going to land in the middle, and then we're going to cheese him with our... We're going to cheese him with our item crash, and then hope that finishes him off. Oh no, get out of... So just want to get away from him and then let that do all the damage. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Could not ask for a better fight than that. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Let's see. Anything is possible for Bovine to stream. Yeah, right? Like, I am so sad that I miss out on months and months of his streams because God only knows what he has that I have yet to see. But I would love to see an Amiga stream. That'd be cool. I'm sure that's like a limited interest, but I don't know. I'm fascinated by obscure consoles like that. I guess it's not super obscure. Like, if you're over in Europe, you probably
Such a fine
are more
girl.
aware. Here's some more anime.
Surely the blood of a beautiful woman will quench the thirst in my body.
Stay away from me!
Or yeah, it's a computer, Hitch. Yeah, I'm sorry. I
What are
keep
you
saying
afraid
console.
of?
Hi
In
Hitch, welcome to the
exchange for your
stream. I'm
blood,
glad to see you, man.
can gain eternal life and beauty from me, can you not?
Thank you for the clarification.
It's
I do
a
appreciate
simple
it.
matter. I get what I need, and you benefit as well. And then together, you and I shall reign over this
Maybe it's just
world.
me, but I don't feel like Dracula would sound like that.
It means becoming
Throwing
a
that out there.
savage. I would sooner kill myself.
As
I hope
you
Aldrich
wish.
is able to
However, what exactly makes
finish
me a
Lunar. It looked
savage?
like quite the grind at the end there.
If my existence itself makes me savage, is that not the result of this world? Are not all the people of
Bovine, I
this
did turn
age
on VODs.
savages
It was
as
on
well?
last time. I have no idea what happened.
I should be a
We'll
shining
see
beacon for what
with
this
this
world wants me
when
to
I'm done
be.
with this stream. If it doesn't appear, then I don't know, man.
The one to lead them.
I don't know. Grunch says, I don't know. I could argue that PC is a gaming console.
What is it?
I mean, most gaming consoles are PCs, so I don't know if you
I
follow that
see.
logic. Something, something,
Destiny
something
can be
console.
quite fun at times.
But I like to poke the beard every now and then.
They've
I can argue
likely
that a
come
current
to
gen console is
interfere.
basically... Yeah, for sure.
I
That's
hope you'll be in a
exactly
better
what I was just saying,
mood
Hitch.
later.
I'd be with you on that, Hitch. Oh, poor Maria.
Save me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That made me laugh. Save me. Gun for president. I'd vote for it. Okay, so this isn't so much a level as it is a super boss rush, which we're going to make somewhat trivial by getting the Bibble here, which is super OP and will allow us to get past the mummy. It's arguably the worst. And you know what? I think I'm going to take an intentional game over just because I want all my lives. These fights can go sour real quick. So my first game over. I'm not a pro gamer. I'm sorry. So we're going to go back, get the sub-weapon, and then fight a boss rush. Have any of you beaten this game before? Ooh. I don't know what I was thinking there. I usually beat this game about once every year. Because I like it that much. And also I have to justify the money I spent on it. Do you guys also... Bonus question, do you have an upper threshold for how much you will spend on a game that you really want? I kind of start to chicken out at $100 or more. Let's see. Twitch can't handle the rad of the stream on its server. Thanks, Gunstar. I appreciate that, man. It deletes VODs that are too epic. I don't know about that. I don't beat games. They tie me down and beat me. I say, oh, I don't believe that, Hitch. I need to catch your stream. So the next time, when do you stream? Because I need to have some idea. But I will definitely try to catch it the next time I see you online. You gave up on Metroid too early, Hitch. 500 is my max per game. Dude, that is a lot of cheese. Now we'll go back to top it. I'd like to see you play Metroid. I like that game. I think it's super underrated, the first one. A lot of people love Super Metroid, and they don't like the original Metroid as much because it's somewhat repetitive, I guess. It's easy to get lost. I mean, I'm talking strictly casual play. Speedrunning it is like a whole different thing. So this is the first of 5 bosses that we need to beat in this room. It's not as hard once you learn the patterns, but it can be a pain the first time you come in here because you'll beat 1-2 bosses and think you're in the clear, and then all of a sudden, another one pops out. Alright, and that's all the Medusa. Okay, so this boss here is ridiculous. So you have to get past these blocks or you will get pinned against the wall, instant kill. And then you need to let go of your sub-weapon, the Bible here, to kill those strands. Luckily, he drops a piece of wall meat, so we're good to go there. Now we just need to beat Frankenstein. Ooh, I should not have let him grab me. So we're going to drop some blocks. Ugh, I'm doing bad. Yikes. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. That means I need to go through all of those bosses again. Once you beat the first 4 and then you go back in there, the first 4 remain dead, and then you just need to fight Shaft. But because I couldn't finish the deal with Frankenstein, I got to do that again. Not the end of the world. Started off strong, but that Frankenstein fight always kind of throws me for a loop in the end. I should have been using my sub-weapon way more. Oh, I don't need that. Luckily in this game, you can just, if you accidentally pick up a drop, you can quickly pick up the other one again that you had. Unlike the NES Castlevanias, where you can just randomly kill an enemy and then just get an axe out of nowhere. Let me catch up on chat real quick. 9 hours ago, Sunday to Thursday. Yeah, I want to see Metroid. Hitch and I were hanging out in Aldrich's stream, and it was really cool. We were bonding over the C64. I'm right there with you. 500 is about my limit. Same with Apes, and she only did that for Earthbound. Okay. I'm assuming Apes is your fiance, Gunstar. Depends on the game and whether the savings of a buyable copy is good value based or are on recently sold copies. Not hardware, that's a different story though, man. Yeah. RAP new car. Was that complete in box? Yeah, how much, like, did you get the strategy guide and the scratch off smelly stickers? I gotta add that an extra 0 when it comes to hardware. Yikes, you guys are crazy. Yeah, it's her absolute favorite, and it was 400 pristine condition at a store. She has genuine tears carrying out. It was really cute. Aw, that's really sweet. My wife is not into gaming whatsoever, so luckily I don't have to worry about sharing anything with her. She has banished all of my consoles and games to my office though, so I'm not allowed to plug in my NES in the living room, which sounds harsh, but honestly, like, I kind of like having everything set up in my office, and it's just more convenient because I don't want to share a TV and yada yada yada. Sometimes I'll go in there and I'll play like my Switch or 3DS or something on the couch if like I just want to hang out with her, but for the most part, I just do all my gaming in here, and life is good. Oh, I forgot to walk back. There we go. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. That is how you're supposed to do that. Shoot! So not like that. God, he really... There we go. Okay. Alright, so I just need to be less stingy with my Bible now and just spam it, basically. Ah! Shoot. There we go. Ugh, I keep letting him grab me. Stop doing that. There we go. Okay, so now the 4 bosses are done. Now we just need to fight Shaft. Shaft is not super difficult. And then even so, if we lose, then when we come back, it's just him that we'll have to deal with, so it's not too bad. Basically, we're in the clear. What's going on with my duo there? You still loading there, buddy? Okay, we're good. Wow, that did nothing. Oh, come on. Yeah, yeah. That's okay. Like I said, we'll go back in there. He'll be the only one we have to fight. I think I'm gonna go back for the Bible though as a sub choice with my sub weapon. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the brunch burst bovine deals you guys always get. Kill it. Look at those bees. Look at those bees. Any deal I'm lucky to find pale in comparison to the Jakara. Yeah, what's the deal with the Jakara? The 50-cent master. I used to get really good deals all the time, but here lately it's kind of been fewer and far between. I think Sacramento, especially like living in a major city, and I use that term very loosely, major. There's way more people collecting retro games than there were even 2 years ago, and I think you know, I used to be able to go to thrift stores and stuff. Like, there's a Goodwill that's around the corner from my... Oh, no, I missed the cool post. There's a Goodwill that's around the corner from my house, and I went in there one day, and I got, you know, Castlevania Bloodlines on Genesis. I got... what else did I get? A Castle of Illusion on Genesis, Bloodlines, and they were all, like, $1, $2 a piece, something like that. Just crazy deals. Oh, the Ocarina of Time Master, what is it, the Master Edition or whatever? I got that at Goodwill for like $5, something like that. Crazy deals. I don't find anything like that. I mean, when I go to Goodwill now, it's just Madden copies, really. And, you know, just like shovelware, WiiWare games and stuff like that. Just really bad stuff. Not gonna lie, you have me itching to play this right now, Nerbs. It looks so fun, and with the smashing out, yeah, for real, man. Simon and Richter Belmont, how cool is that? Dude, you got PA deals. Gunstar, so don't come here crying about no deals. I was complimenting you guys. It's a good feeling they're trying to brag. Such a bully. I would like to add Earthbound to my collection, but every time I've come across it, it's been way too expensive. There is a store that here, Gunstar, that has. Shoot. There we go. There's a store here that has a pristine condition Earthbound. It has the strategy guide, it has the stickers, everything looks mint. And they want $800 for it. And part of me thinks that's just because they don't want to sell it, because it's, you know, it just looks cool in their store. So let's see. Such a bully. But yeah, if you ever in Pittsburgh, there's the place has always got cool places to hunt. I'll have to check that out. I've never been to Pittsburgh. I have friends that are in DC, and I've been meaning to go out there, so maybe I can, you know, stop by Pittsburgh sometime. Seriously, the PE deals are crazy. Huh? Do you think, why is that? Do you think there are just less people looking for games, or? I don't know, here it's like dry. It's ridiculous. Like, anytime I look for something, half the time I end up having to go on eBay because the deals are better than they are, you know, that I can find in my local game shops. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that now that retro gaming is a thing, a lot of the owners of these local shops, you know, I mean, I understand they have like overhead and stuff, but like $800 for a copy of Earthbound is, I think that's ridiculous, personally. To each his own, you know, if you think that's fair and you want to pay that, great. But I don't know, it seemed like even a couple years ago that game, oh, I forgot I have to hit the stupid crank. even a few years ago, that game was not nearly that expensive. So I do have the digital version on Wii U, and that was the first time I'd ever played that game, and I fell in love with it. I missed out on it when I was a kid and did not get to play it. But having experienced it as an adult, I can say it is truly a treasure on the Super Nintendo. It is absolutely one of my favorite RPGs now. It just has like a charm to it. Like what Shigesato Itoi, you know, I guess like the way he viewed American culture through the lens of like a Japanese man. It's just interesting to see. And there's so many charming moments in that game that just make me smile when I think about them. Except for the picture taking. That happens far too often. But other than that, I truly love me some Earthbound. Stop. That's no good. I'm playing really lousy on this level. I need to concentrate a little harder. So we'll go a little bit. Like I think I can beat this if I just try hard enough. Nerf are gonna chat. We're gonna lurk on audio so I can get home without dying in a fiery. Yes, please don't die in a fiery blaze. I need to catch me some bovine streams in the future. It's really crazy just the amount of game stores we sustain that sell retro. Huh. We have 5-ish in the greater Sacramento metropolitan area, and I say like out of the 5 of them, 2 of them have good inventory, and one of them just has like ridiculous prices. That's the one that has that copy of Earthbound. Let's see, it's weird. Just a lot of stores that exist in Pittsburgh. A lot of games. It's crazy, honestly. Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like I need to move to Pittsburgh. Finally, Bovine making a safe choice to not put his life in danger in order to school us on retro deals. That's funny. As long as nobody draws me out. See, can't be trusted. Someone's gonna dunk on the links and he'll be swerving into oncoming traffic to school him. Distraction! Yeah, don't dunk on the Lynx, man. The Lynx is way ahead of its time. Super ahead of its time, even. And it's got quite the eclectic library, I might add. Some good stuff on the Lynx. Although mine died, and I ended up having to... Why am I just letting these bats run over me? Mine ended up dying, and this part, not fun. Where's the... I thought that was the one with the cross in it. Shoot! Tons of arcade ports on the Lynx for a handheld. Yeah. Well, that was what Atari did great, right? Anytime that they released a system, they had phenomenal Atari ports. Or, I'm sorry, arcade ports, and not a whole lot else. At least that was the case for the 7800, which has, bar none, some of my favorite versions of like arcade games, like Robotron and Food Fight. It's just really good versions of those games, and then not a whole lot else, which sucks because and a lot of that was Jack Tramiel and how he was handling the business at the time, but good stuff. Also, the Atari 8-bit computer line has some really great home versions of some of those games that I think a lot of people probably don't know about. I don't know why, but I'm letting every enemy in this game troll me, or this level. I usually don't have this much trouble with it. Okay. So we're gonna continue on. Oh my gosh. Not good. Yikes. Yikes. That is bad news. Let's see. Which one did you have? Did you have a version 1 or 2 on the link? So I had a version 2, but what ended up happening is the capacitors, I think, went bad in it or something, and I didn't realize when I got it. I used it for a while, and then one day I tried to turn it on, and then the screen wouldn't turn on, and then it just stopped powering on altogether. And then I ended up having to, I think I ended up selling it for parts, unfortunately, because I didn't have anybody that could fix it, and I didn't know enough about. I didn't really what it was. I didn't trust my soldering skills enough to try and attempt to fix it myself. Like, I'm really lousy at electronic repair. And I took it to a couple of local game stores, and they were like, yeah, this thing's done, you know, there's not much we can do for it. And so I was like, okay. Same thing happened. I came across a CDI in a thrift store, and the door tray was messed up on it. I had my original CDI from growing up, but I found it was like $5 or something, and it was like mixed in with the VCRs. And I ended up buying it because I was like, I can definitely fix this. You know, it's just the tray mechanism or whatever. And took it apart and looked at it, and then it was way more complicated. And I took it to a couple stores, and nobody, you know, locally at the retro game stores that I go to could fix it. And I think I ended up selling it to a guy in New York or something that just fixes CDIs for a living. That's what he does. He just fixes them up and sells them. So, not yet. One day, hopefully. Yeah, Lynx is great, man. You should definitely get a Lynx if you haven't had a chance to play with it. It's very cool. But yeah, a couple of times I found broken consoles, and I wish I knew someone locally that would be able to fix them. But unfortunately, I don't know anybody like that, and I am not at all skilled with electronics, unfortunately. So I usually just end up selling them for parts on eBay, and then hopefully whoever buys them on there can fix them. See, this is how you're supposed to do this level. Oops. Okay. Spoke too soon. You're supposed to take out those bats and not let them just run over you. Let's try this a couple more times. I might just be too tired to get past this part. We can definitely jump in somebody else's stream. I don't want to give up because we're so close to the end in the Dracula fight. But then again, that I think that can be a pain too. Oh, my cat really wants to get inside this room. He's so sad right now. Oh my gosh. You guys probably can't hear him, but he's so sad. I might go, let me go open my door real quick because I feel bad for the little guy. I'll be right back. Jinx, come here. Jinx. Oh, goodness. You're okay. Okay, everybody, this is Jinx. Jinx really wanted to be in the stream today. So, say hi, Jinx. Hello. He was like crying at the door. I felt so bad for him. Sometimes he just needs attention. Okay, buddy. You want to sit right here and let's finish this game? Alright. I think I can do this with you in my lap. So yeah, like I was saying, broken consoles. Man, I wish I had taken some electronic classes or something when I was younger, because if there's one skill that I wish I had, it would be fixing that stuff. I would love to be one of those people on YouTube that buys up lots of broken consoles and just fixes them up and is able to bring them back to life. That'd be really cool. Okay. Not quite out of the woods yet. Now we are. I gotta see what Brent said. Jinx, Daddy's doing something really important. Don't mess. Yep. That's exactly what I say to him. Okay, let's not mess this up anymore. Let's God, I hate these water skulls. Let's take our time. Kill the bird, get the key, open the door. It's simple, really, if you think about it. I'm gonna get that because I need it. Too bad Bovine went on audio. He was actually asking for Jinx and Cheeto earlier. Okay. Gotta kill this bird and get the key so that we can get in the last secret room and rescue Maria, which basically is is the other playable character in this game in easy mode for all intents and purposes. Just gonna take our time. Ugh. Good grief. Why are birds like the biggest trolls in video games? Oh, what? You just leave? I didn't mean to do that. That's weird. I've never done that before. I didn't realize you could just walk out of that fight. Oh well, we're gonna whip this thing 5 more times. And of course I'm gonna let that thing hit me on the way out. It's okay. Brent says, or Gunstar says, you don't have a cat without knowing exactly the trouble they cause. Uh-huh. 100%. Brent says, now we can talk about Bovine behind his back and there's nothing he can do about it. Well, in theory. I suppose he could ban us from, like, the Retro Discord or... I don't know. What else could Bovine do? What is his retaliation measures? Finally, got the key. Now all I have to do is just not die. Just easier said than done. Ah! I feel you, Richter. That's not great. Okay. Let's give it one more good try. We're at 0 lives, so... I think what I'm going to do is just very slowly, safely take out all these stupid water skulls. Alright. Can you stop doing that, please? Thank you. Okay. That is so cheap. This game. Good grief. So I thought I was having a pretty good run up until this part. This has been a real pain. I think I need to rely on my turbo button a little more too. Did Bovine say what he's going to be streaming tomorrow? Because I'm kind of curious. Does he ever announce what he's going to stream, or is it all just random? I haven't been around enough to know. Oh, come on. Oh, I did it again. Good grief. Man, there is nothing more anxiety inducing than playing badly on a stream. I swear I'm not usually this bad, but I'm sure we've all been there though. Okay. I don't think there's any more wall meat. Needs to be real super safe. I don't think I can go down there. I have to drop here. Kill that thing. And then go over here. And then same thing. Okay. And then drop down here. Is it... I don't exactly remember where the door is. Oh, I think it's this wall here, maybe. No? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Now we're in better shape. So this is the door we have to use a key, and this will... I forgot. Did it just eat my stupid... Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. Okay. Anime cutscene, and we just rescued Maria. I forgot that part for a second. What about Branch? Welcome to the life of a streamer. You'll never be good at games again.
Richter!
You aren't hurt?
No, are you?
Nah, I'm fine. I'm overflowing with the blood of the vampire hunter after all. I need to let a little out once in a while.
Oh, well then.
You head back to the village without me. I'm going on ahead. It's time to end this 100-year blood feud.
Me?
Yeah. I'm gonna kill him myself.
No, don't. It's too dangerous.
But this is my destiny. Besides, his blood is calling to me. The path up to here is safe. Now get going!
Richter! Wait! Richter! Come back. Come back in one piece.
Oh, man.
Please.
Well. B+. Okay, let me catch up on this. I didn't even know he was doing a workday stream again. Bovine weekday streamer confirmed forever. Wow, lucky us. What about Brunch? Speaking honestly, streaming has made me better at overall games. I'm hoping that'll be the case. I think that part of the problem is I don't play my games nearly enough, and so hopefully now that I'm streaming, I will actually put in practice and get better at the games that I own. Like we were talking about the other day with Gunstar, I don't think I even got as far as you into Magic Knight Ray Earth, and I got distracted by something else. So that is, it's a game that I want to go back to. Haunting Ground is another one that I really, really want to play that I've owned for a long time. I'm big on survival horror, so I would love to do like survival horror series or something where I just stream like games that are ridiculously suspenseful. Rule of Rose is another one. Can you just get up there? Can you just get up there? What were you saying about being good at games? I wonder if... Oh, good grief. Oh, get... For some reason, he's not backflipping up there. Okay, I can still do it. Oh, come on. This part is ridiculous. Ugh. I just need to get into that door. No good. No bueno. So I'm gonna have to do all that again. Okay, well, at least we don't have to rescue Maria, so I don't have to worry about the bird or rescuing her again, which is good. So we're just gonna make our way through. Oh, come on. But I think, honestly, Haunting Ground might be the next one that I stream, because I've been intrigued about that game for years. A long time ago, I watched a Let's Play of it, and I thought it looked really cool. But it was it's an expensive game. It's not cheap. So I had been eyeing it on eBay for a long time, and then I finally came across a copy that was reasonable, and I ended up paying what I thought was like a good price for it. So I've had it in my collection for a while. I haven't played it yet, but it's one I'm definitely interested in just kind of experiencing. And from what I understand, it is completely bananas, the story. Something about some really you're a girl with a dog, and then some guys like chasing you around a castle. It's supposed to be really good though. Made by Capcom. I don't know if you're familiar with it, Gunstar, but it's looks to be a good time. Clock Tower is another one that I'd want to check out. Let me just get at the bottom of this. I can get that wall meat. Oh, come on, you cheap. You know what? It's not even... Oh, what? You can go through the... Yikes. I like now that my cat has gotten my attention, like he's completely content now. He doesn't need to get my attention anymore. He's good. Great. You can also pick me up. I didn't even know that was an option for you. Finally. If I can just get this... If I could just get that wall meat. If I could just get it. I don't even remember who the boss is of this. I hope it's not something ridiculous. I feel like I've been stuck on this level for an hour. Just getting juggled around by these dumb water skulls. Oh man. I think I'm gonna have to fight the bird just so or at least get the meat and then leave to get some insurance, because yeah, I have one life. This is it. One more time. Okay. What do I need to do to break that? There we go. Okay. Much better shape now. So hopefully we can just get to the... Oh, great. I forgot about this jump. No! I wonder how Aldrich's doing with Lunar 2. Or Lunar. I think he's just playing the original one, Silver Star Story. Great. Fantastic. You can buy insurance in this game. I need something. Yeah, my wall meat was my insurance brunch. Ah! I think I need to catch this on the way up because this is not working out. Oh my god. Please. Okay. We're good. That was incredibly frustrating. What I really need is some more insurance, aka wall meat. Please don't kill me. Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna have to be like super careful. What is that attack? Oh, all of that sucks. All of it. Usually I have, is this gonna be the bad part again? Please don't be the bad part. Ah, it's the bad part. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more good... Wall meat, yes. I'm gonna give it one more good try. I might just be stuck for the night, and I'll have to pick this up another night. But we are so close to the end. It feels like a shame to not go ahead and beat it, but I don't know if my playing is up to par tonight. I usually don't have this much trouble with this game, or this level in particular, but it's been pretty rough tonight. Okay, please, thank you. Oh man, that is rough. I need to distract myself by talking about something. I don't know, anybody got anything on their mind? What do you guys think of the... Don't sweat it. Thanks, Brunch. I appreciate the encouragement, man. I do. Have you guys seen the whole IGN controversy thing with the guy that plagiarized a review from a YouTuber? I've been thinking about that today in particular because I have a degree in journalism, so I have actually worked as a newspaper reporter and copy editor for most of my life, and plagiarism is like cardinal sin number one. Like, you just don't do it. It's a career killer for sure. And that guy, unfortunately, that's one of the few remaining jobs in the industry. Like, I've actually applied to IGN before, like when I was younger, trying to get a job in the industry because I live near the Bay, and you know, all of the video game outlets are based in, you know, San Francisco. Well, I used to live in the Bay. Now I live in Sacramento. But anyway, point is, I don't know if he realized how lucky he was to have that job and to just, I don't know, the thought process for somebody to do something like that, like it's pathological, I think, because like he probably got away with it at some point. From what I understand, he was like a small YouTuber, and so he probably had been doing that please stop. He'd probably been doing that his entire career, and he's just never gotten caught, you know, because he's a small YouTube channel. Like, who's gonna check up on that? And you know, I suspect there's maybe some like confidence issues too, because like, you know, maybe he didn't have any faith in his own opinion, so he needed that validation from other people. You know, at best, you can say maybe he was looking at other reviews to like kind of get that validation, and then some of that seeped into his own review. But personally, reading through, you know, the two different versions, it sure seems like he just took parts wholesale, you know, verbatim, and put them in his review and tried to pass it off as if they were his original thoughts. And that, it just sucks, you know, because you know, the gaming industry is already under a microscope, so to speak, in terms of, you know, people looking for excuses to be mad at outlets like IGN and stuff. And you know, I don't 100% agree with their coverage either, but I do think that, you know, the fact that he plagiarized an entire article definitely is going to add fuel to that fire for sure. I would have loved to I would have loved to been a Nintendo editor at IGN. That would have been right up my alley. Although I was more of a Sega kid growing up, but I think I told this story in Bovine Stream, but I instead of a Super Nintendo, when everybody else was getting a Super Nintendo, I got a Philips CDI for Christmas. And I know that sounds like a supervillain origin story, but like, I had fun with it while I had it, but I would have rather had a Super Nintendo. Alright, I'm gonna get past this guy, give my hands a short break. Okay, he's done. Okay. Because playing a game and write about it is such a short... Right? Right? Like, it's just... I don't understand where that... you know, like, was he just too lazy? Or did he just not have enough confidence to put his own voice out there? It's just bizarre. You know, the few cases of journalism where there have been people that have... been caught plagiarizing, like, their career's over. Like, there's nothing they can do to redeem themselves. They'll never get another job in the industry because who's going to take them on? There's such a liability at that point, and it just sucks for everybody involved. You know, that guy sucks. Everything about that situation sucks. Not to mention the fact that it was like Dead Cells. It's not even that hard of a game to review. You know, like, it's... I feel like the same... I read the same review, you know, like a million times, like on a million different outlets, which is usually par for the course. But regardless, like, I think, you know, that guy sucks. That's all I wanted to really say about that. We're gonna just bypass all this nonsense because there's no reason for me to go down there and shoot. There is a reason for me to go down there. Ugh. Because I have to get past all of it. Great. Is there anything else? Is there anything else that wants to come at me right now? Because, you know, just bring it on. Pile it on, guys. Come on. How many sprites can we fit on screen simultaneously? What is on your PRG wish list, Bovine? I didn't catch that. A Dead Cells review that's not plagiarized? What is on your guys' Portland? Well, I guess I don't know if you're going to Portland Retro Game Expo, but if you were, what's on your wish list currently? I would like to collect all the Tales games. Please stop. Thank you. I have Tales of Destiny on PS1, but I'm missing... There's a PSP one that only came out in Europe that I would like to get. There are... There's Tales of Destiny 2 on PS1. I do not have that one either, and I would love to get that one. Gosh, I really hope that's the end of that, because... Ugh. I played through like the first hour or two of Tales of Destiny 1, and I was really into it. I need to get back to that one. See, my problem is I always start RPGs, and then I go, wow, that was a great time. I will continue to play this later. And then that never happens. Ugh. Alright, so I just need to cheese this. Please don't. You cheese this guy. What's in here? Ooh, 1 up. I'll take that. And that does nothing. Aside from that, okay, I have no life, but both figuratively and literally. Oh no! Great. Forgot about this part too. Please don't. Please. Okay. Please stop. God. Wait, how do I get up there? Maybe I backflip. Nope, that's not it. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to go left. That was what it is. I forgot. Let's see. My opinion on the matter. He plagiarized. Can him hire one of the other 10,000 eligible candidates and move on? Yes. 100% agree, Brunch. I'm the same way with RPGs. Finish about 1% of them. Yeah, exactly. I think what it is, Brunch, is I like the idea of RPGs more than I like actually playing them. Not to say that I don't have fun when I'm doing it, because I really do enjoy playing RPGs, but... Wait. So, okay, the statue's pointing right, and the statue's pointing down. Oh. 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 Okay. Now I understand. So where was I? Yeah, I like playing RPGs when I actually sit down and, you know, force myself to get past it and play it. But I think I just start a lot of them. I think I just start a lot of them and then don't finish them because I don't know, the commitment, the time commitment, I think is intimidating for me. Like a lot of times I'll read the box and it'll be over 100 hours and I'm like, oh. 100 hours, you say? You got any of those 20-hour RPGs that I can play? Or I do enjoy those like smaller, condensed experiences you can play. I like the long ones too. Like I've finished a lot of RPGs in my life, but I think it's just getting over the initial hour or so and then committing myself to actually playing it. But I do want to finish that Tales of Destiny game. It looks amazing. And I would love to pick up Tales of Destiny 2 at Portland Retro Game Expo if I can come across it. That'd be great. I am completely at a loss for who the boss of this is. I don't remember at all. It's been a while since I've beaten this game. What's in here? Stopwatch? Nah, I'm good. Is there no meat? Yeah. Okay, well, let's just go die real quick. I would honestly love a 10-hour RPG. I think there's a market for it. I agree. I tried one of those. Oh, this. Yes. This is the bird thing. Well, we'll try to do an item crash and see how far we get. Or, no, it's just shaft. Okay. He's got bats. Ooh! I forgot. Forgot about that thing. I tried I Am Setsuna. It was kind of bland. You know, I think the selling point for that one was that it was a shorter RPG, and that at the time sounded appealing to me. I tried it, and it just didn't really do much for me. I like the music. It was a very like sparse, piano only soundtrack, which is unusual. But I think just the characters and the story, and yeah, it just kind of fell flat for me. Aside from that, I'm trying to think of some shorter. Nier Automata. I loved Nier Automata. I thought that was that was longer than 10 hours for sure, but one of the better RPGs I played. Good grief. Right. I forgot about all of this. I'm gonna have to come in here with a sub weapon for sure. All right, this is the last life, so we gotta make this count. I feel like I have cat hair all over my face, and it's like not good. I'm gonna. Ugh. Man, that's the thing about having cats too. Just a layer of hair on everything. I always feel like 20 to 25 is a great sweet spot for RPGs. Yeah, I agree, Gunstar. Yeah, and there's something to be said, Gunstar, about like spending time with the characters and allowing them to have like a proper arc and develop over time, and then also endear you to said characters by spending that time with them. And I don't like artificial padding in games where you have to grind and do a bunch of ridiculous fetch quests and stuff to make it that length. But if there's like meaningful events that are happening, and the plot is substantial, like there are real consequences and weight to the decisions being made, then like I'm into it. But I think a lot of times the games are padded out. Oh, get out of here. That did way too much damage. Seriously. Ugh. No! Please don't burn me. You burned me. Oh, I have to backflip over that. I thought I could just make a jump. Shoot. Alright. I don't know if I have an enemy to do all that again. That is quite the trek. So I think I'm gonna end it, and then let's host somebody else's stream. Let's see who's online that we can host. And we'll jump over to theirs. So it looks like Meacham and Aldrich are still online. Let's just raid Meacham again. It's not like hanging out in his chat. That sounds like fun. So I think it's... Hey, thanks, Brunch. I appreciate it. It's always nerve-wracking, starting a new endeavor like streaming, but I'm enjoying it. having fun. I'm making friends, you know, and it's always nice to talk to other people about the stuff that that you care about as well, you know. So let's see. Is it? I'm sorry, I'm gonna come off like a grandpa again. Is it host / Meachums, and then that's the name, right? Or is it / host? I can't ever remember. You have a good night too, Gunstar. I think it's / host. We'll see. Just tell people we've been streaming for a year. No one would question. Yeah, I don't know about that. I gotta brush up on my gaming skills, Brunch. But also, you know, you were talking about you had never played a Castlevania game, and I think it's thank you. I think it's only fair that I confess to you I've never played a Halo game. That is something that I want to fix this year, and hopefully I will do that. I don't know how I think the Halo Xbox stuff happened like right when I started college, and I just got out of video games for a minute. But I was a few years into college by then. But yeah, I just missed Halo. I didn't get in on it, so sorry to give you gruff over not playing Castlevania. Anyways, you guys have a good night. Let's host Meacham, and I'll see you next stream. I'll probably see you before then, but take care.